Hey, Amelia, I finished work. I'm gonna head home pretty soon. Is there anything ready to eat?
Okay, great. Yeah, dinner is already cooked and ready. Are you going to eat as soon as you come home?
No. I guess I'll have a bath and clean up first. Could you fill it up for me so it's ready when I get there?
No problem, I can do that. By the way, about our trip, were you able to get the days off that you wanted?
Yeah, I did. No problems on that front, at all. I mean, I did have to push it a little bit to the boss, but at the end of the day, time off is time off. I can't say no to everything.
Oh, that's good to hear. Lisa has been looking forward to it for so long as well. She would have been so upset if we had to cancel the trip.
It is her first trip with us after all. We haven't had the chance to go all the three of us together.
Everything just got so busy after she was born. There simply hasn't been the chance for us to get away. She is just dying to go. I'm also excited to go on a trip for the first time in so long. I'm glad you were able to get those days off.
My parents are excited too. Looks like Mom has picked all the places she wants to go to while we're away too.
I'm really grateful to your parents. I mean, they are footing the majority of the bill this time. I don't think we would have been able to afford this trip if we had paid for the entire thing alone.
Me neither. They're really helping us out big time here. Make sure you say thanks properly.
Of course I will. But why are you acting like it's only me that needs to?
Well, I am their son after all, so it's fine. Plus, the house we're living in right now is technically theirs too.
I know that. You don't need to tell me. That's why we're getting them a present. Which was my idea, by the way.
Yeah, okay. Present already?
No, not yet. We still have enough time before the trip. The day before we leave is the best time. Besides, you said you would come with me to buy it.
Really? I said that?
Yes. Lisa's going to the movie with her friend's family that day, too, so we don't have to worry about one of us staying home to look after her. We talked about this before.
Oh yeah, I remember now. Sorry, I completely forgotten about it.
Come on, Tyler. You can't be forgetting important things like this. I won't know what's a good present or not if I go by myself. I need you to help me choose. You know them better than I do, after all.
Okay, I got it. I wake up in time, let's go together.
What do you mean, if? You made a promise, so keep your end of it.
It's not that I don't want to go with you, but I have to drive and pick my parents up the following day. So if possible, I'd like to relax a bit the day before.
Okay, fine. But I'm going to send you some pictures, so at least tell me what you think, okay?
Okay, got it. I can do that, no problem. The train's about to arrive at the station.
Okay. Be careful on your way home. Lisa and I are waiting for you.
Amelia, so is all I need to bring a change of clothes for Lisa? Or is there something else I need to bring?
Thanks, Tyler. But could you also bring a change of clothes for me too?
For you too? Are you planning on staying the night there too?
Yeah, I've decided to. I'm worried about how she's going to be on our first day in the hospital. I asked the doctor, and he said he was fine for me to stay. Lisa would be worried all on her own here too.
Okay, I see. Then I'll bring clothes for the two of you.
Thanks.
But man, did I get a shock. Getting that phone call out of nowhere telling me that Lisa got hit by a car? I didn't know what to think.
They say she ran out onto the street while she was with her friends in the park. She was with some older kids and their mom, too. It seems like the mom was a bit careless and wasn't watching them properly. I wish I'd gone with her that day.
But at least she didn't have any serious injuries, even if she is in the hospital.
Yeah, you're right. Luckily, the driver of the car was able to hit the brakes in time. She does have cuts and bumps, but thankfully no broken bones. She also only has to stay in the hospital for a few tests, just to be sure.
And everything is all fine. There's no point thinking about what's happened already. It can't be changed.
I know that. But even so, it's hard not to think about what would have happened if I had gone with her. She might not be in the situation at all. Aren't you worried about her at all?
Of course I am. But like I said, the accident happened, and you can't change anything by grumbling about it. And since she didn't get hurt too badly, she can still come on the trip with us, right?
What? There's no way she can.
Why not?
Even though her injuries aren't that serious, she still needs some tests to make sure everything is okay. I just told you that.
But isn't she gonna get let out tomorrow?
No, they want her to stay for almost a week. And not just that, she's still only a little kid. She needs to rest after something like this happens. She might even have some kind of trauma from this. Going on a trip is completely out of the question.
Oh, I didn't realize she would be there for that long. I guess it can't be helped then. Well, then the two of you hold down the fort. I guess it's just my parents and me then.
What? Tyler, hold on a sec. You can't seriously be circumstances.
Why not? Everything is booked and paid for already. It would be a complete waste if the entire trip got canceled. So those who are able should still go.
It's better just to cancel.
But we paid a lot for this trip. It's too much of a waste. Plus, my parents have been looking forward to the trip. I'd feel bad if they also couldn't go because of us.
This isn't about that. And if anything, you should feel bad for Lisa, not your parents. She was super excited for the trip, and now she can't go because she was hit by a car. And on top of all of that, now you want to leave her behind and go on the trip anyway? Poor Lisa. Imagine how she would feel if she heard that.
It's not like we're leaving her behind. She just can't go because she's in the hospital. Lisa is old enough to understand this at this point.
She's still in elementary school. There's no way she could understand why she's being left behind.
There's no way we're missing this.
Why are you being like this? We can always just take the trip another time, and your parents will understand that this is a serious situation.
But why waste this opportunity? I had to take time off of work for this too, remember? Anyway, I don't need your permission. I'm going no matter what you say.
Are you really being serious about this?
Of course. That's how it's gonna be. I'll still bring you at least your clothes though, so don't worry about that. Did you end up buying a present for my parents?
Yeah, I did. I left it at home.
Okay, then I'll give it to them for you. Look after yourself and Lisa while we're gone. We finally arrived! There was lots of traffic on the way. I guess lots of people are heading up this way for the summer. The drive really took it out of me.
You actually went? Your daughter is in the hospital after being hit by a car, and you went on a holiday? I was still thinking that you were making some bad joke.
Of course I went. I told you I was going. So, how is Lisa? Is she doing well?
How can you even ask me that so casually? You left her in the hospital and went on holiday. You'll regret this later.
What's that all about? It's natural for me to care about my own daughter. Don't come at me like that. So, how is she? Is everything okay?
Well, it still only just happened the other day, so she's still afraid. But everything seems fine with her physical health. The doctors ran some scans to make sure she didn't hit her head and get a concussion or anything. But it looks like we're in the clear.
That's good news. I would have felt bad if that weren't the case.
What do you mean by feel bad?
I was finally able to go on vacation, but I wouldn't do myself if Lisa was in a bad state. But now that she's fine, I can relax and enjoy the trip.
You're saying that for real too, aren't you?
Why would I be joking? And honestly, what's been up with you recently?
With me?
Yeah, you have some sort of weird attitude. If you have something to say, then say it outright. Stop beating around the bush.
There's nothing in particular. I just realized what kind of person you are. That's all.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Stop being so vague and just spit it out. Your words make no sense. Just be clear with me, okay?
Thanks for the advice. But don't worry. I'm just in a bad mood right now. I think I'll be fine the next time we see each other.
Why are you in a bad mood? Is it because you couldn't come on the trip? It couldn't be helped though, right? That's just how things happened to work out this time around.
Yeah, you're right. It couldn't be helped. So you understand then, don't you?
What am I supposed to understand? I just told you to stop being so vague.
It doesn't mean anything particularly deep.
What are you on about? Well, whatever. The others are waiting for me. I'll talk to you later.
Hold on a second.
What is it? I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Are you really okay with what you said earlier? You won't regret it later?
Yeah, I won't regret it. Is that what you wanted to hear? Is that what you wanted to hear?
Yeah, that's fine, thanks.
I really don't get what you're talking about, though. Anyway, look after Lisa and say hi to her for me. Make sure to have enough fun for the two of us.
Right, have as much fun as you can. It is your last trip after all.
My last trip? I don't see why that would be the case. Next time, we'll all go together. I was supposed to come back yesterday, but we extended the trip by a day.
It's fine. I guess it must have been a really good trip if you wanted to stay even longer.
I wouldn't really say that, it's just that my parents were basically begging to stay for just one more night. They offered to pay for it as well, so what could I really do?
Is that why you stayed longer? Didn't you have fun yourself?
Of course I did, but Lisa is still in the hospital. I was worried about you guys, I really was.
Really? But you were still able to have fun, right? So, that's all good then.
I guess so. I hadn't been on a trip with my parents for a long time, so it was pretty enjoyable. Oh yeah, I brought you guys some presents.
Really? Thanks. I'm sure Lisa will be happy too.
It was the least I could do. By the way, it looks like you're in a better mood now.
You can tell? Yeah, I guess my mood has improved a lot.
I thought so. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. You seemed really off on the first day that I left. I was really hoping you wouldn't still be like that when I came back. Did something good happen?
Yeah, actually, it did. With Lisa getting into the accident, it really seemed like nothing good would happen after that. But something good finally happened too. It really made me feel much better.
Wow, that much? So what happened then? I'll tell you about the trip later. So, tell me about what happened while I was away.
Sure. So, you see, I decided to file for divorce.
Wait, what? Who's getting divorced?
You and me are.
What are you talking about? You're joking, right? Why would we get divorced?
Nope, it's not a joke. Plus, I talked to your parents, and they decided to let me and Lisa have the house. So you need to pack your things and get out by the end of the day. Although, there isn't really anything of yours left to pack.
I really don't understand what you're talking about. My parents let you have the house? None of my things are there anymore? None of that makes any sense.
It means exactly what it sounds like. It isn't too complicated. I messaged your parents the day you all left and asked them for some favors.
What favors? Do you mean getting the house? Why would you do that?
Well, you know, if I had to move after the divorce, then Lisa would probably have to change schools based on the district. And she just started making friends at her school, so it would be sad to have to move her elsewhere, right?
That's what I'm asking you. I'm asking why I'm getting kicked out of the house all of a sudden. And on top of that, what is all this talk of divorce?
You can ask your parents why you need to move out.
I need to ask them. Why don't you just tell me?
You didn't tell them anything about what happened to Lisa, did you? You told them that Lisa and I couldn't go because Lisa caught a cold and I needed to stay behind to look after her.
I want them to worry too much and not be able to enjoy the trip, so I decided not to tell them about the accident.
I don't care about that. Once they found out the real reason, they were pretty angry about it.
How angry?
They wanted to cancel the trip and come back straight away. But I needed time to prepare to move out with Lisa, so I asked them to hold off for a bit and keep you there. And not only did they do that for me, but they also told me that I could have the house and just get rid of all of your things instead of moving.
Wait, is that why they insisted on staying an extra night?
Yep. It was just to buy me some time to get things sorted. Thanks to them, I had enough time to get the divorce papers in order and move all of your things from the house and put them outside. They really helped me out.
Wait a second, Amelia. I get that I might be in the wrong this time, but can we stop this talk of divorce and leaving the house?
Why?
Won't this all leave a bad taste in your mouth? I mean, Elisa might see it as her fault that we're getting divorced. Since it's kind of caused by her accident, you don't want her to blame yourself, do you? So, let's just think it over.
What could leave a worse taste in my mouth after that? The divorce is entirely your fault. Don't try and make it sound as though Lisa caused this.
That's not what I meant. But not only that, Elisa was only in the first grade. It wouldn't be good for her if we got a divorce. She's too young.
You don't really have the right to be talking about what's good for our daughter after prioritizing a holiday over her. How many times did I ask you if you were sure you wouldn't regret what you were doing? And you said that you wouldn't.
I didn't know what you were talking about when you said that.
But you still said you wouldn't regret anything, so you should accept any outcome in that case. I think you paid a plenty high price in exchange for a short vacation. Afterwards, Tyler and I got divorced as I wanted. We were also able to settle on a good alimony so that I could look after Lisa on my own. Although I told my in-laws that I couldn't just accept the house for nothing and would pay them back for it in installments, they refused. They said that not only have they had a very high opinion of me up until now, but they also felt some sense of guilt because of what their son did and wanted to help me in any way they could. I did try to fight them on it and said that it was too much, but they reminded me that it wasn't just for me, it was also for Lisa. I would do anything to make sure that Lisa has the best upbringing she can, so I finally agreed. The only condition that they had was for me to create a home where Lisa didn't feel that she was being raised by only one parent. Of course, I would have done that regardless. I'm sure there will be many difficulties ahead, but for Lisa's sake and to repay the kindness my in-laws have shown me, I will work as hard as I can to make the best home possible for my daughter.
Claire, I have some big news. I just found out I'm pregnant too. We will be best buddies during our pregnancies.
Really? Oh, congratulations, Emma!
Thanks. I'm sure we'll have our ups and downs, but we will get through them together.
Oh, for sure. I'm glad I have someone so close who will understand what I'm going through.
I want to provide the best education and environment for the child. So I've already started to look into all the possibilities. I will share all the information I find with you.
Thank you. Wow, Emma, you're so determined. I can't think that far ahead yet. I think I'll focus on delivering this baby first.
You're totally right. Our top priority should be to deliver our baby safely.
Well, the baby has finally arrived. She was 4 days past her due date. I guess she was too comfortable inside. Have you seen her pictures?
I did. I can't stop laughing. She looks horrible. I thought she was a monkey.
Huh? Oh, perhaps. But I think most newborns are like this.
No. She's clearly on the ugly side. What's her name?
We named her Gina.
Gina? That's a very ordinary name.
Maybe. Have you decided what you'll name yours?
Marilyn. Isn't it such a pretty name?
Yes, very.
Oh yeah, after my baby arrives, I want to take baby massage classes, so we should go together. I hear it's great for the baby.
I see. Well, I think it might be too much for my daughter's sensitive skin, so I think we'll pass.
Are you sure? That's a bummer. I thought we could take classes together.
Sorry.
Marilyn, I heard you got accepted to the summer program you wanted to go to. Congratulations. Thanks. You are amazing. Plus, you signed with a modeling agency, right? Wow, word got out quickly. I was approached by someone from the agency when we were visiting the city. My mom got super excited and kind of went ahead with it. They approached you on the street? But I'm not surprised. You are really pretty. I just happened to be there when they were looking, I guess. I'm actually not really interested in modeling. I prefer to be in the library studying what I love. What about you? Do you like studying? No, I don't really like it. My mom and I talked about getting a tutor to boost up my grades, but I don't really want to. You've had a tutor for a couple years already, right? And I heard you take all kinds of lessons every day. Yeah, I do. Ballet on Monday, swimming on Wednesday, piano on Thursday, home tutor on Tuesday and Friday, French and jazz dance on the weekends. Wow, but when do you rest? I have to study for a couple more hours after those classes too. So I'm always lacking sleep. I mean, I don't mind studying, but I wish I had more time for myself. I would too if I were you. Oh, but my piano teacher is out of town this week, so I don't have any plans. Hey, do you want to come over to my house? Let's study together. I can teach you if you're having a hard time with something. Really? Oh, but I don't know. You really don't like studying, do you? But if you cover all the basics now, it will make your life in high school so much easier. You're right. Okay then. I haven't seen you in a while anyways, so I'll come over. Great. Thursday then.
Hello, Marilyn. Do you have a minute?
Hi, Auntie Claire. What's up?
Remember the other day Gina went over to your house? Gina's been acting a little weird since then. Like she's upset about something maybe? Do you know what happened?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, maybe it's something else then. Sorry to bother you.
Is she okay?
Well, she seems very sad and she's not eating very much. She's usually a very happy, active girl.
She seemed normal when she was here.
I see. I wonder what's going on with her.
Wait, Auntie Claire, can you do me a favor? I want to check something.
Hi, Emma. Can I ask you something?
Oh, hi Claire. It's been a while. I haven't heard from you in ages.
It looks like the kids are staying in touch. But yes, you're right, we haven't spoken in a while. I actually tried to avoid talking to you as much as possible.
Oh well, I'm assuming you didn't message me to tell me that. I'm quite busy, you know. I have to go to my daughter's model agency for a meeting. So can you make it quick?
It's Gina. She's been acting a bit weird ever since she visited your house the other day. Do you have any idea why?
I have no idea.
Oh, I think something happened. She's been quite gloomy since then.
Maybe it's because she finally understands her place. She seemed like she didn't before.
What do you mean, her place?
I had to teach her when she was here that she's no good enough to be hanging out with Marilyn.
What? You said that? To a child?
I taught her because she's a child. It's important they learn these things early on.
What are you talking about?
You know, not only is my daughter beautiful, but she excels in everything. School, sports, you name it. I don't want her to be badly influenced by lower people. Gina wasn't blessed with a brain or her looks.
How could you be so mean? Do you know how sad she's been? You hurt my daughter.
I only taught her the truth, because clearly her parents don't seem to get it neither. You should consider saving money for Gina's plastic surgery. She looks quite awful when she's next to Marilyn.
Mom, I can't believe you. You are the worst.
Huh? Why are you calling me Mom?
It's me, Marilyn. I'm next to Auntie Claire right now. I've been watching you two message back and forth.
Nice try. You're a bad liar. It's not funny at all, actually. I took Marilyn to her swimming lesson earlier. There's no way she can be at your place.
I didn't go inside after you dropped me off. If you think I'm lying, you should call and confirm. Or you might be receiving a call soon. My coach is probably wondering where I am since I've never missed a lesson. You know, because I excel at everything.
Huh? Are you serious?
Yep. I asked Auntie Claire to come get me because I wanted to see how Gina is doing.
See Gina? Why?
Auntie Claire messaged me a couple of days ago. She said Gina's been acting weird since she had come from our house. She seemed normal when I was with her, so I thought maybe you had done something to Gina. Because you're always competing against Auntie Claire, and you talk badly of Gina. I have always been embarrassed of you saying mean things about other people.
What?
Mom, you always praise me through talking badly of other kids. If you're so happy for my accomplishments and want to praise me, just say so. Why do you need to add mean comments? You embarrass me when you do that. I actually like my friends. I like Auntie Claire and Gina.
I'm proud of you, Marilyn. What is so wrong about being proud of my daughter?
There is definitely something wrong with you. You make me take all these lessons every day. On top of that, you make me study for hours. I even fainted once from sleep deprivation. You only feed me salad so that I don't gain weight. A loving mother would not treat her daughter like to please you, but I've had enough.
Marilyn, what's gotten into you? You wouldn't say such things to your mother.
I have been saying, Mom. I told you over and over that I don't want to do all that, but you never listened. So I gave up and stopped saying it. But I won't be your puppet anymore, and I won't forgive you for hurting Gina.
Forgive? What are you going to do then, huh?
Auntie Claire is asking Dad to come over to her house. I'm telling him everything you did. I'll show him your conversation with Auntie Claire. And then I'm going to ask him to divorce you.
What? You can't make us get a divorce.
I think I can. Dad was always against me modeling, and he never liked how you kept me busy. I know you two fight all the time because of it. In the end, you would always get hysterical, crying and breaking things. The only way for you to quiet down was for us to accept your way. You always got what you wanted.
He doesn't understand your potential.
What potential? You can't force someone to have potential. Dad said to me before that I can tell him when I've had enough, that he would fight for me. He truly cares about me, more than you do.
That's not true. There's no one on earth who cares about you more than I do.
If you really care about me, stay away from me. Please. Bye.
Hold on a minute, Marilyn. Listen to me. I've been doing everything for you. You can't possibly just cut me out like that after all I've done for you.
Marilyn went upstairs.
You? What did you do? How did you talk to my daughter into this?
I didn't say or do anything. Marilyn decided herself.
You're trying to steal my daughter. You piece of trash.
Why do you hate me so much? You were nice to me until we had our daughters. Did I ever do something to offend you?
Yes, you did.
Well, what is it? Please tell me.
You always made me look back. Every family gathering we went to, you carried some high-end purse, appealing to everyone that you're a privileged housewife. You were always polished, looking happy.
Huh?
Meanwhile, I had to keep working, wearing my tired clothes and hair all messy. How come you had it easy and not me? I'm better looking than you are. I should have had a better life. It's not fair.
I didn't know you felt that way.
Then I realized you got an easy life because you went to a famous college. I mean, that's your only trait.
Everything you're saying about me has absolutely nothing to do with our daughters. You have no reason to bully Gina.
Reason? The reason is that she's your daughter. She's like an avatar of you. When I first saw her, I finally thought that I can win against you. I knew that having Marilyn would put me above. If she's prettier and smarter, I can be so much happier than you.
You are unbelievable.
That's why I raised her perfectly, with the right food, education, clothes, toys. I didn't compromise anything. But my husband thought I shouldn't be so strict about everything. And I thought, what the hell? He doesn't understand how important it is to start off correctly. He tried to get it in the way of my perfect plan. Did you know what he said to me?
I wouldn't know.
He said that I should look at how you are raising your daughter. That you're doing so well, letting Gina run around free. And how my plan would put too much burden on Marilyn and the family. But it only made my commitment firmer. I swore to myself that I will raise Marilyn to be perfect, and her perfection will prove that I was right all along.
So that's why you forced your values onto your daughter. If what my brother had said to you hurt your feelings, I apologize on behalf of him. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer to how we raise our children. But Marilyn is not a tool. Oh, shut up.
Don't you dare try to scold me. Who the hell do you think you are?
You see now, though, don't you? And it sure didn't prove that you were correct.
Stop! How can you say that? I worked so hard. I don't deserve any of this.
I think you need time away from your daughter. You need to reflect on what you've done. And find what you're missing not only as a mother, but as a person.
Do you think you're perfect or something?
Absolutely not. I'm never sure if what I'm doing as a mother is right. You may think I always seem happy, that I've had it easy, but back then, I was going through difficult fertility treatments to have Gina. I'm not saying this because I want you to feel sorry for me. I'm telling you because I want you to realize that what you see is only the surface of things. That everyone has their hardships.
Ugh, I see. You treat me like I'm stupid. What am I supposed to do? If Marilyn is gone, I'll have nothing left. This is all your fault. You can't take away my daughter and husband.
Your value is not something your child is responsible for. She is not your tool, nor your avatar. Your family is leaving you because you couldn't understand those simple facts.
No, I don't accept. I can't have lost, not to you.
Stop comparing to someone else, Emma. I don't want to say this, but what you're doing is really low.
Hey, Mom, can I go to the library with Marilyn tomorrow?
Oh, is Marilyn okay now?
Yes, she was a little sad at first, but she knows staying away from Auntie Emma is better for her.
I see. How about you? Are you okay? I'm so sorry you had to go through all of that because of us.
No, I'm okay. Marilyn kept apologizing to me in tears, saying how sorry she was that her mom said horrible things to me. I know Marilyn would feel like she'd have to keep apologizing to me, so I stopped being upset. And I want to be able to help Marilyn now.
You are so strong, Gina. And Marilyn is such a kind-hearted girl. She is so mature.
Right? I like her.
She's my best friend.
Afterwards, my brother dragged Emma over to our house so she would apologize to me and Gina. It took a while, but in the end, my brother and Emma got a divorce. Emma had claimed sole custody of Marilyn. But Emma's strict ways were nearly abusive, considering how it was affecting Marilyn's health. So, the court ruled that my brother should have her custody. Emma could not give up on Marilyn, so she tried to lure her after school. Marilyn immediately called for help so she was not taken by her mother. Emma now has a restraining order against her own daughter, and was later taken to her parents. I recently heard that she'd been admitted into the psychiatric ward of a hospital from suffering a heavy depression. We were all saddened that she never understood what Marilyn or my brother was trying to tell her. But now that Marilyn is away from her mother, she's been able to do the things she always wanted to do. She switched to the public school where Gina attends, and quit her modeling agency as well as most of her after-school lessons. Using the free time she finally got, Marilyn studies in the library where she likes it best. The girls are best friends now, and they're having a great time together. They make a really good team. I hope they cherish their friendship forever.